Hello viewers, and welcome to what is episode 6 of a series of videos on Australian built archtop guitars. This episode I'll be talking about a guitar built by Woodtone Guitars by Barry and David Kerr in Hamilton, Victoria. And this is a guitar that they've labelled the Renaissance, and it's serial number 001. I've already mentioned Woodtone guitars a little bit in a previous video. Go back and have a look at episode 5. And this particular guitar was obviously inspired by the book by Robert Benedetto about how to make an archtop guitar, because inside the book there is a very similar guitar. This is a guitar also called the Renaissance by Robert Benedetto, which was clearly the inspiration for Barry and David Kerr to build this Woodtone Renaissance. So some of the specs about the guitar: it does have a fairly long scale length for a nylon string small bodied guitar, and it's similar to my previous guitar that I mentioned about Woodtone. This guitar is also made from Australian timbers, King Billy pine top and Tasmanian blackwood back and sides. Interestingly, this guitar also features Australian silky oak for all the other appointments, the fretboard and the binding and the fingerguard. And there are 2 pieces of maple on the guitar as well, a maple veneer on the tailpiece and a maple veneer on the headstock. Another interesting point to note about this guitar is, even though it's a nylon string, it does have a narrow neck and a curved fretboard, so it feels very comfortable for electric guitar players. So here's a couple of shots showing some of the appointments of the guitar. You can see there the maple veneer on the headstock and also on the tailpiece, and you can clearly see the silky oak that's being used for the fretboard and the fingerguard and the bridge. There's also silky oak, as I mentioned, for the binding. I'll show you a better shot of that in a minute, but you can also see in this shot, these shots, the beautiful King Billy pine and the incredibly tight and straight grain. And there's a close-up also of the really interesting sound holes. I've had the opportunity to have a look inside this guitar, and here's what it looks like inside. You can see the light coming in from the sound holes there, and you can also see the parallel bracing and the other bracing that's used to build this guitar, and the kerfing around the sides. So yeah, it's a really interesting shot to see what the guitar looks like on the inside. So I had a quick chat with Barry Kerr about this guitar when I bought it, and he told me that they used it as a bit of a workhorse for experimenting with different amplification techniques. At one point they had a microphone mounted inside, and they've tried different piezo pickup styles in the bridge, in the saddle of the bridge as well. And therefore, as you can see, it's got a couple of different output jacks, and it's got a battery mounting pack in there. One thing they didn't want to do was cut a big hole in the side of the guitar to mount the preamp on board, so they've built a little box of Tasmanian blackwood to have the preamp separate to the guitar. But I'm sure you'll hear, because you want to hear what the guitar sounds like, so I'll play a couple of tunes for you. What I'll do is I'll play one fingerstyle. I'll play a Brazilian Bossa Nova by Joe Bim, and I'll play a second tune plectrum style, so you can hear the different tonal qualities that this guitar produces. And I think I'll play a little excerpt from Bach's Cello Suite for that one. I hope you enjoy listening. So there you go, that's the Woodtone Renaissance Archtop nylon string guitar, serial number 001. I'm not 100% sure what that serial number refers to, whether it's the first guitar built by Woodtone, or whether it's the first archtop, or the first nylon string archtop, or yeah, who knows why they gave it that particular serial number. So yeah, it really is an interesting guitar. There's not too many nylon string archtop guitars, and whenever I take this to gigs and get it out, it really does turn heads, and people are really interested to hear the guitar's story. And yeah, another proudly Australian built guitar using all Australian timbers. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click like. Please feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear your responses to this guitar. And yeah, if you want to see more, subscribe. Thanks for watching.